Harry hates you in Among Us.
Yeah, last bit everywhere else. It's great.
I don't understand. It's so consistent.
Friday was 2 hour Among Us. How you feel that went?
I didn't fumble, actually. I was imposter, and I did do some cool stuff.
Did some cool stuff.
I didn't have a great time. I don't think I got the same role like 4 times in a row. And
crewmate,
did nothing,
like everyone
nothing
did.
notable.
I feel like everyone did.
Did you do well?
Yeah, guys, stay
spoil it,
tuned.
don't spoil
it,
for the
we
2 hour
don't
Among
spoil
Us.
it.
There's stuff happens. 2 hours is fun. But I guess it's kind of... I always feel like it's too hyped up. Why are we hyped?
We're in trouble. We're in big trouble.
No matter what we did, it's just a longer version of Among Us. It's not changing anything.
This is why
there's a concept to it and a construct to it, but it's not like it's special.
This is why we have Chip Fat. He will bring the specialty out of that video.
Make it into a movie.
There's something to
as long
it.
as he gets a month's credit, though, and he hasn't, they're gonna start demanding it soon.
There's something to it though, like the flow through of like it was just this, and all of the Sidemen, which there haven't been in Among Us for a little while, and just that kind of progression through the people mental breakdowns. Like, Among Us, but isn't that is the thing? Is that's the entertaining part of Among Us? Is the fact that people actually lose their minds. But it's also like I feel like sometimes after an Among Us session, people are actually upset.
As in us,
not me. I'm just a chill guy.
Yeah, you bounced back. You did what Toby's bounced back from. You used to want to.
No, do you know? But my frustration with Among Us wasn't the game. It was that no one would ever let me speak, and it's not natural for me to shout.
You're trying too hard to be a mediator in an environment that isn't requiring a mediator. Which is what I learned quite early on. Is I go with the flow and just say and do stupid shit, and that's the best way to enjoy Among Us. And which was also why I fumbled so much.
You say and do stupid stuff for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
Not because you're...
Only for entertainment purposes.
Not because you're stupid.
No, because then you let yourself get immersed into like... If you sat there you're thinking like, I don't want to call someone out because they might be that person. You just got to just full send it and go, no, I think it's Vic, man. And then you get the moment, if you're wrong or right.
Yeah. No, but it's tough. And especially with all the new roles. It's so difficult to work out what's going on. Like, especially, I think the biggest problem and also benefit, because the confusion is what makes it so entertaining. But with the new roles, no one understands the new roles well enough to actually put together like cohesive
thoughts and
understanding. That's not even the issue.
And not knowing if it's
the probability of the roles that are in there as well. So you might think one thing's happening, and then you could be blindsided by something completely different.
You get and bang.
I feel like if someone worked really, really hard and like learned the roles and like focused in and like you could tell the most like absurd lies and get away with it.
I might make that my arc for 2025.
No one really ever does that, but it's
I don't know if you can,
but we know each other too well.
I think if people like good players who come into our lobbies leave thinking like, wow, that was so nonsensical. Because I think if you played in Sweat Among Us lobbies, it's easier to predict to people's like...
if you have a few sweats working together.
It's just easier to function it all. Where in our lobby, like, someone is a jester, but they're playing normally and they're not even trying to get...
Because they don't know they're a
Someone's
jester.
imposter and hasn't been killed. They can't work out the button yet. Like, so it doesn't really make... It's not like as sensible as a real lobby would be.
Yeah. I still really enjoy Among Us, though. I could play it.
Well, luckily for us, it's one game... Obviously, it's doing ridiculously well, but then we've been able to adapt with it and try and build out a team that makes it bigger.
I do really, though, believe it would be fun to get completely new people. Like a complete...
New people?
Just try some...
This thing was up here, it was pissing me off.
Example being
cool, man.
like the one-off episode we had, like Mr. Beast.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really just...
As long as they've got good enough mic, that's what matters.
Do you reckon we can get Kevin Hart in a game of Among Us?
Potentially,
Kevin!
It's not Home Alone.
Do you want to play?
Kevin!
When we were filming the
Who's
Mr. Beast video in the cave in Romania, in that big cinema room, they whacked Among Us episode up, and we're all sat there. I'm sat with Speed, Kai, Gideon, Jimmy. Everyone's watching Mr. Beast. Everyone's watching Among Us, and they're like, "You guys got to bring us in." But it's just making that actually happen. Like if only there'd been computer setups there, I've been like, "Right, we're logging on now. Let's get going." But,
I think that's like
stuff like that would be just it would just freshen it up. I feel like it's the next.
It's just logistics. Everything is logistics.
We had speed in an Among Us before, no?
Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't believe.
I don't think it happened. I think it was on the cards. It didn't happen. We haven't had AMP yet. We had the Phase Boys a long time ago, but not new Phase.
Even Beta Squad, even Nico,
didn't have Beta Squad ever. No.
Yeah, I'm just like that's where I want to take the series next. I feel like, but
mixture of roles and new guests. But theme
not too many roles as well.
Like his 3 guests that all
from this group, from that group. I just feel like that really gives it new dimensions. Also, we know each other too well. So you get the same things. You get the same people leaning towards guessing the same people, suspecting the same people for the same things.
Okay, Harry always voting you or me.
Yeah, Harry hates you and Among Us.
Yeah, loves me. Loves everywhere else. It's great.
I don't understand. It's so consistent.
He always says to me, like, he always likes taking digs at me the most on most things because he knows that I always just take it and not personally.
Yeah.
So I think he just doubles down so much in Among Us.
Safe option. Yeah.
Like he'll knows I'll laugh it off and go, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Would you describe that Among Us as the highlight of your week? And if not, what was?
Highlight of my week was getting to Gold 3 and GeoGuessr.
Having fun? Head on over to sideplus.com to get the full exclusive experience.